What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Got an NFL fact here for you that I think you're all going to enjoy. The Buffalo Bills' impressive season has come to its regular season end, as all teams has. But unlike the other 31 NFL clubs, the Buffalo Bills have ended their season with a certain stat line no other team has. And not only that, no other team has ever had. So let's set ourselves ablaze, bust on through this table, and see what's on the other side. Now, the Bills already have their own 30 for 30 series, the Four Falls of Buffalo, which I definitely recommend for anyone out there who hasn't seen it yet. That's the one outlining their dominance throughout the 1990s and the shortcomings thereof. But this season, like the mighty Phoenix, they have themselves quite the rise in Buffalo, putting on one of the most impressive fireworks shows of the 2024 NFL season and pulling together a season for the ages. So far, we'll see how the rest plays out, but the documentary at its current stage is performing just like The Last Dance did, hitting record numbers as the Buffalo Bills actually decided to skip a step and record their own 30 for 30. Now, more accurately put, but at the risk of undermining the bit a bit, the Bills actually getting a 30 and 30. That being 30 passing touchdowns and 30 rushing touchdowns this season. And with that, they are now the first and, in effect, the only team in league history to have ever pulled that off in a season. Between the likes of Josh Allen scoring in the multitude of ways he did, passing touchdowns upon passing touchdowns, getting 28 on the season, all of his various rushing touchdowns, of which he accounted for 12 of the team's 31, and yes, again, even that one receiving touchdown he was able to get in the snow game against the Niners. And of course, all of his receivers on the opposite end of his lasers, darts, and rainbows, be it Khalil Shakir with the snag, the rookie Keon Coleman coming in and getting a few himself, Dalton Kincaid securing the pigskin for 6 a couple of times, Mack Hollins as well, actually getting the team high in receiving touchdowns with his 5 on the season, or even Amari Cooper joining the party, getting a couple to bolster his career numbers. Or, I mean, we already mentioned Allen's ground attack, but their leading rusher, James Cook, helped the Bills reach their historic total, gaining not only 16 rushing touchdowns, but also adding 2 receiving touchdowns of his own as well. Those 16 rushing touchdowns of his matching the franchise most in a season, Cook tying former Ford Bronco owner and Hurts ad man the Juice for that title. And sprinkle in a few here and there from Ray Davis, Dawson Knox, Mitchell Trubisky, among others, this year was well seasoned. And if you saw my previous video about the Detroit Lions, or just happen to know the fact anyway, and you're like, how did the Lions not do that while scoring the second most touchdowns any team ever has, and therefore the most anyone did for the 2024 season? Come on, buddy, that's crazy. Well, you'd be very close on your assumption, but you're still only one off, as they had 39 passing touchdowns, but only 29 rushing touchdowns. That being the closest team that I could find to not pull the 30 and 30 off. So close. Bummer. But still not the only time the Lions fell just short to the Bills this year. And who knows, maybe we'll get a rematch later this season. Now that would be awesome. But in any case, the Buffalo Bills would have still been the first team to ever do it, technically, as they played before the Lions did. But with Detroit falling just shy, they're not just the first, but also now the only. So Buffalo now heads into the playoffs to see how many touchdowns they can score in the postseason, starting with the Denver Broncos coming into town to test their offensive prowess. A battle between the team with the most sacks given versus the least sacks allowed. It should make for a very interesting contest, but with an offense built as balanced as theirs, they're sure to give it all they got to see if they can reach their first Super Bowl appearance since those 1990s Bills and their Four Falls, and hopefully, unlike their franchise's ancestors, if they do happen to make it to the big game for theirs and all of Bills Mafia's sake, especially you, Mark Miller, they can come home with the trophy in the bag. We'll see how it goes for them, but hey, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Good luck. You want to score big while keeping your bank account balanced? Of course you do. And when you go with SeatGeek, a proud sponsor of SVTV and the world's best ticketing app and website, you do just that. With their state-of-the-art seating chart, it's well documented that you'll get a great deal for nearly any event you yearn to attend. And for a multitude more in savings for you, let me at least foot part of the bill for ya, because you're awesome and deserve a further fall in price. Just use code SVTV for $20 off your first ticket purchase, and don't you miss out on watching something we're seeing anymore. Alright, I love you guys, I appreciate you guys, I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.
And we're the Bills, and I can't wait to rub this in his face. He's been telling us this for over 10 years. Now it's the Bills. Buffalo all the way this time. 3 times. The 3rd time is a charm. Gary, only Buffalo